Hey, good afternoon. Maybe a little bit late, but hey, good afternoon. Maybe a little. That's what it is. I'll go a little bit late today, just cause. Hi, people, and there are people. Welcome to the tavern. Um, Today it's onward and upward on this really cool mini. I'm actually doing a mini that was gifted to me from the people behind the Anesidora uh, Kickstarter. It is a setting that includes, I guess you could say, it's mythology meets science fiction. So check it out. Plus, also if you're into the minis like me, they do have an add-on for minis. Just put a buck in, and then you can buy the two sets of minis, which are really cool. I need to get some love because I kind of want to buy the rest of the minis. I got a bunch of the minis. They sent me, well, maybe not a bunch, but they sent me a few, and they're really, really cool. And I decided to paint the big guy, so it's kind of a sloth bear thing, and he's eating a chicken. He's got mushrooms on him too, which is neat. Like they're half resin printed and half molded. So depending on what made sense to do. So let's get it unlocked. Let's get everything unlocked. Okay, so I started out by painting walnut brown as my dark color. So now I'm going to go and paint the rest of this. Walnut brown. So he's going to be like a brown bear. Maybe I'll put some grays or something into him. But I'm going to start out by painting the whole thing. I'm going to use my crappy brush because I want to get this covered quickly. So today is show and tell, so if you want to show and tell about something that you've been working on miniature-wise, if you're on my Discord, get it in there before like probably 2:15. I'm going to start show and tell a little late because I'm a little late. This also looks like a mini. I'm going to need to throw some blood effects in. Let's see. I'm going to have to look up and see what sloth claws look like. Because those are definitely sloth claws. Baldy and Cyan. Oh, Cyanus! I almost forgot. I have to. So, Ms. Lisa, is the head of AAC. We are working on your space. Actually, I think we're going to give you about 20 feet. But also, we have a little project for you. She'd be happy to pay you for this. Because this is for OGC. So basically, I can send you a picture. It's fairly simple. I don't know. I almost want to make it so we can actually put something in it. OGC is about, I think, looking towards the future, and crystal balls are like the thing this year. Isn't it though? So, if you have time and or interest in making a little crystal ball, she said she would pay you for it if you needed it or wanted it. Probably need like clear resin for the ball part. I wonder if you can make the ball so that actually you can put something inside. I will. We don't need, I think the emphasis, we don't need many. It's the paint take at OGC doesn't tend to be a huge deal there. In fact, usually what happens is I set up the table and I go play games and I'm not even there myself. But I did put it as a slotted event. At some point, maybe I'll go look and see if I've got people that put in for it. Now, as for the mini, they are really cool minis. Hello! Problem is, they did set a goal of like 25,000 and they only have about 3,000 of that collected with about 2 weeks left. And I mean, I personally want to see it happen. I really, really like the people involved in this project. They're people I meet at DE. The guy's a storyteller there, and he's actually very good at creating games. And he's been playing this. They actually just did an actual play with some. If you're into actual plays, there's some players there that are actually fairly well known, and some of them are friends of mine because of D. Um, but take a look at it. It's a pretty interesting setting. So I said this is a bear sloth and he's eating a chicken. So that means I should break out the blood effects. So how are you lovely people today? Also, I do have a link. Why is my... One moment, please. I'm going to do a little shout out for Baldy. I should anyways, but I think we all follow him. I have a funny feeling maybe Cloudbot's sleeping. Nope, it's awake. But for some reason, it's not throwing up any of my time stuff yet. And I'll do this. That's where the Kickstarter is. I also put it in Temptation Island. $1 pledge will get you, because I had to clarify it. $1 pledge will get you. You can buy just the minis as an add-on. There's 2 sets. There's like the heroes and then there's the monsters. It's got a lot of interesting bumps in his back. I'm going to have to figure out something interesting to do with those. They sort of look like spores that the mushrooms are coming from. So what are you guys all up to today? I know, I really should shout out. I don't have my mod here yet. There's no Shanur yet. Hopefully he'll be here at some point. Unless he's busy. I will be here this week. I'll be here next week. But 2 weeks from now, it's PortCon Maine. What has always been the biggest event of my year. Which it's literally also the midpoint of the year. I have to probably put out more paint. As I said, this guy kind of brings some vibes, maybe a little PTSD with that chicken. The half of it's missing. It's also a very solid mini. These are actually really well made. The parts that were the body is 3D printed, and the mushrooms and his head and such were all molded. The 3D printing is very solid. And you can see it actually takes paint really well. You don't even need to prime it. I'm just going to cover all that. For further inspiration, there is actually something out in the internet that does show all the minis of the set painted. It may be even on the Kickstarter. Oh, this is getting... I didn't mount this, and I'm sort of painting myself in a corner here. I'll just go over the bottoms. I don't know what you can see on the side, so. am I gonna go? I said I've literally painted myself in a corner. I could hold the chicken, I guess. I'm all over the place. You played The Sims 3 today. I watched Breaking Bad on Netflix. Are you streaming today? Are you finally back to streaming? Are you feeling better, Baldy? Because I know you were kind of not doing so awesome. I'll say this, with the animals that have got like ducks involved. This is a duck dog. I got a duck dog. Maybe I should paint that too. Not exactly the neatest job I'm doing here, but then again, it doesn't have to be at this point. I don't have to be neat in these spots because I haven't painted any of this. But I did have to be neat around the eyes and such that I already did on the face. Get his face done. Is that all that I have to do? Is that one section? It's under here. Maybe he's part flying squirrel. He's got the flappy. Maybe he's part bat. He's got the skin like a bat, like a bat. Oh, I keep dragging off towards me. Sorry about that. No stream today. I tried painting this week, but cannot paint longer than 30 minutes. I need to go back to my old stream paint setup by holding the mini in front of my face instead of on the table. Oh. This guy is too big to actually mount on anything, so I'm gonna let him dry. I'm more like, wait, where did my junky brush go? I see some spots that got missed. Of course, right now I got kind of the sheen of the wet paint working against me. Finding spots I missed. Yeah, I'm looking at the dryers and finding spots that need to be filled in. It's pretty good though. Alright, so just so you know, there are other minis. I do have some of the other minis. I said I have a duck dog. Looks like a duck corgi to me. He's kind of got a loaf feeling. It's Duck Dog. Move that over. With a ducky tail and 4 web feet. Actually, wait. 1, 2... Oh, he's got 6 web feet. Wow, he's gonna be able to haul ass in a... Oh, you gonna work? Okay, fine. I'll let this thing dry. That's a ducky dog. And then I have one of the heroes. I think she's actually like the intellectual. She comes in 3 parts. I feel like I should put her together. I love these. It's the nerd. So she's got like a book and she's got a cape. Which I think kind of tucks in under here. So she's wearing a cloak. Very, very nice. And then I have a whole bag, like 6 of these. I was really excited he sent me these. I believe you can buy this set by itself too. Who wouldn't want these? These are so cute. Pull the base out. In fact, these are meant to all go on that one big base. It's like, I could say it's like a ducky and a bunny had a baby. See if I get my camera to lock in on this. See, isn't that cute? Everything's duckies. That's really what this show had been called. Everything's duckies. Everything's ducky. So those are the other minis I got with it. In my little care package. I'm gonna look up something. As I said, they have the whole line of minis. Actually, I'll go to Instagram. I can find it there. Oh, there's the blade. Blades is doing something. Okay, let's see. Wow. Heartsy and Entertainment. Let's see if it's under there. This is one of the minis, actually. It's not really a mini, it's a maxi. It is called the Ophanim. I did not get one of these. I figured maybe that's what they were going to send me, but he actually has a painted version of this thing. There's some of the heroes. I'll find the one. I think it's this. So this is like the picture of the models. Where's this one? I want to see this one. They're very cool though. Oh, there he is. Oh, so he's in the back. I like the hippopotamus too. 26 original miniatures inspired mythology and science fiction. So they did paint the... So the dots are something, and they're sort of... I think maybe it's the caps of the mushrooms that are growing. That would make sense. Science fiction mushrooms. Maybe I need to look up science fiction mushrooms. But yeah, this is the whole set of models. They're really friggin' cool. You know what? Whoever painted them? I'm not sure who painted them. I tried asking, but it could have been Bruce. It could have been Bruce Warner for all I know. They came out nice though. Alright, let's see. So... Oh, you know what? I was dumb. I didn't look at one thing. I don't know if I can see it either. Actually, wait. Why go through the trouble? Go through history. Let's see. Why are you being a pain in the neck? There we go. I want to look at one more thing. Just after this. Yeah, but oh, I cannot see the skin. The loose skin. Oh well. So it's up to me when I do that. Alright, the rest of it's drying out nicely. Things are drying pretty quickly. It's actually not that humid. It's warm, but it's not humid today, which is nice. Oh, okay, I did. Well, I found a whole big mist spot right here. I'm gonna go for ice cream. Oh, I got a Haji's. The best ice cream on the planet. So good. You know what? Maybe I'll wait for the... I'm gonna paint the skin the same color. I will distinguish it more when I go and highlight over that color. This will help build my shadows. Keep it consistent. Plus, I also have extra paint on my palette, so. Rawr. I'm a bear, rawr. This is gotta go back. And with this seconds. Okay, what color? Well, I want to start going over this. Maybe muddy brown would be good. Muddy brown, nice neutral brown. Everyone's so quiet today. So I'm gonna try to keep to the high areas. You know what? I think I'm gonna use a more detailed brush, which probably means this is gonna take forever. Try to make that brown stand out a little bit more. Like, this is gonna take forever. So I'm not really dry brushing, I'm wet brushing or layering. Basically just finding the higher points and painting that and leaving the recesses, the deep recesses alone to give its depth. Moving around though, pretty good. Okay. Yeah. I like. So I will be adding more highlights onto this. I may try to go, I don't know, maybe go to white or very, very light. It's fairly, fur is fairly shiny. Oops. Put the brush in the water, not around the water. I think I missed a spot there. I'll admit, there's something that I really always love about painting textures like this. Like leaving, the darker colors in the recesses and just painting the tops. That's why I like to paint folded cloth so much. It's almost like the whole thing I'm coloring in the lines. No, this is not my intent to make this like a competition level mini. So if my blending is not perfect, that is okay. But I do want to look good. It'd be cool if I could get it done in 2 weeks and have it with me at the con. Although I think the Kickstarter is going to wrap up by then. We're all be close to wrapping up, so I don't know if I could get a few more people in there. I also decide whether or not I want the mushrooms to be all the same. I think of doing like the standard red with the white flecks on it, the really poisonous one there. But I could do a few different ones. Probably should finish this side before I cue on to the face. Starting it back here. And I'm gonna go find a lighter brown. Once all this is done, and I'm gonna go back over. So what it is like on this stuff here, where it's definitely out of light. He's gonna stand up like this, so that's definitely kind of shadowy. I still want to have some contrast, so I'm just not gonna paint it as bright, but I will put this layer on. I do kind of want to. I said I want to get some definite highlights in some of these areas. Don't think I'm gonna do something with that belly too. My hair comes and yelling at me about painting where I glue this. I'll just use super glue. We'll be fine. Okay, so I did get that section done. I'm gonna go back to the front section. So hopefully this weekend I finally am gonna find some time. We'll see, but I kind of need to because I need to run it. But hopefully this weekend I'm gonna break out my new 3D printer. Right now I've got something on the box they need to put up, and I can get to it. My room so needs a good cleaning. My office. I love this place, but right now it's too messy for me to love it. Okay, now let's go to the face, like I was working towards. Spinny is beefy too, so it's actually so really solid. I really like it. Ah, it's a gorgeous day today. I almost didn't want to come in the stream. It's been a long time since we actually had, like, summer here. This week it finally warmed up and got to summer. Can get more over here. You have returned. You have indeed returned, Cyrus. How are you? Said I'm hoping my friend, my gamer DJ is supposed to show up and we're supposed to finally get this thing sitting on my printer box, on my 3D printer box off of it so I can get the thing out. Set it up and try running it this week. Poor con so close. John the Temper, thank you for the bitty bits. Bits. I'll take that and good well wishes that my printer works on the, that's not hard to set up and works. It prints beautiful minis. Does that pay? If it does, I'm going to be going forward on some stuff. I'm getting little by little through all the AAC or the another anime con stuff. The vendors have been quite the challenge because I've had some curveballs thrown into me by the con. I found some more spots. I need some of the base coat on there. I am panicked. I need a new printer head and woefully behind AAC, and my new printer head is shipping from China. Wait, AAC's in two... Is this for your big minis and not the little ones? The big minis. The statues. I wouldn't call them minis. They're full-sized. You'll get there. Remember, you got 2 months. You got 2 months still. How long will it take for the head to get in from China? Is it a month? I'll say it wouldn't shock me, but... Can you do small resin ones at least? I'm gonna assume that's the case because you told me to ask. Correct, but also started a new job. Oh, congrats! I have faith that you can get it all done and start a new job. Alright, is it at home? Are you working remotely or have you gotta go somewhere? Resin, yes. Okay, so at least like the small minis we're asking for the 2 paint takes you can do. By the way, you still, as far as I'm concerned, have earned, even if it's just that, you've earned your table. Or rather, it's gonna be a booth. I'm so happy you got a job, though. In office, 8 weeks, then 2 days at home, 3 days in office. Okay, so you will get to spend some time at home. But, I know they'll put a little crimp in this. But still, I mean, do what I do. I mean, yeah, well, dang it, I don't have to tell you shit. You actually know what you're doing. But, you know, like when I print, usually I'll set something to print before I go to bed. If I get up earlier and more time, I'd probably print something in the morning too. That reminds me, I've got massive painting backlog I need to do. But the con is just killing me. So, I get through this year. Crazy, I plan to just October top hat. Cool! Wait, is that the little minis? I mean, that'd be perfect. For, like, that's the paint and take one? Because that'll be perfect. So basically the OGC one is just a crystal ball on a little like stand. I mean, and like not like a stand, not like a like a stand, but it's just you've seen it. It's got the little like table stand where I'm like so excited by this. I'm wondering if you can paint it, you do it in 2 parts, and we make it so that... Usually, you're a very good idea person, by the way. Like, I've given you stuff before, and you're like, you just run with it. I'm thinking... You can do the same with all the minis for this, too. But I'm wondering if you could print, if you even have it, print the crystal ball in clear resin. And make it so that we could actually put like a D20 in it. Because there's not going to be much. Also, I have to sit here and think. There's a con that reached out to me. It'll only work if they actually pick me as a guest. And I do have the backing of somebody at the con. But they want me to do, like, you know, some workshops. But the workshops are not like classes. They're like, hey, paint a something. You know, like paint a giant, paint a dragon. If printed in 2 halves, it will have a seam. Oh, wait. For... No. Well, I was thinking... Because you want the crystal ball, I think. I mean, I should do the whole thing in clear. But, like, if you have... Like, the crystal ball would be removable and have a big hole in the bottom. And it would sit on the stand. And then you could put something in it. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, I can't show you. Damn it. Hold on. Alright, let's see. By the way, Armageddon comes out next week, next Saturday. So I'm going to be going to get my box, or to get my half a box, because Gamer DJ and I are splitting a box because he's all about the Space Marines, I'm all about the Orcs. And I've got a bunch of tags. One moment, I'm gonna find this. But basically, Diversity Games, well, those people, they actually will be at AAC. They're very helpful. They're wonderful at helping out our cons. So, we ordered our box of Armageddon from them, and they're gonna do a midnight release, and that's just exciting, man. That's just totally exciting. I love midnight releases. Where the hell are you, Cyrus, on this? I am sorry. I'm trying to find you, and I have a crap ton of messages on people I message on here. There you are. So I'm going to... Oh, I don't think it's in this. I think it's in my phone. It's in my texts. So that'll be really easy. So when you look at this, you're going to ignore the D20. There we go. It is in there now. Alright, so I just sent it to you on Discord. You can ignore the D20, you can ignore all the little flares and such on the crystal ball. But basically, it's a crystal ball on a little stand. Like, it looks like that. So, I said I could almost see you doing it in 2 parts and not have a seam. You're having one part sit on the other. But if you know what? You are the expert. I'm going to leave it to you to execute this however you want. If you want us to pay you, please let us know. We will pay you. I will run up to Maine so you don't have to spend the gas to get the minis to me. I will come visit. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want to necessarily attend OGC, although it's a wonderful, wonderful gaming con. It's like family. Alright, back to doing this. What time is it, by the way? So it's gonna, because I started late. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I started late, I'm gonna end late, plus also I don't have to raid into Baldy, so that's okay. Because Baldy's still not up for streaming, and that's, I mean, it's not okay that he's not up for streaming, but only because I want him to be happy and comfortable and such. Not that he can't stream. Not that he's not streaming, it's just that the circumstances. In fact, it may take me a couple streams, I think, at this rate to paint this. What I'm doing here. Well, let's see how far I can get in the next 15 minutes. I'll start show and tell in 15 minutes. And that will be our usual end of stream. I know, now I'm working here and I was working on the... Oh, actually, maybe the face is done. Well, it's almost done. I see a couple spots. So my next, let's see, my next con is at 2 weeks. It'll be PortCon, Maine. New location. It's at a Holiday Inn, I think on the bay or something. That you can do. That'd be awesome. It said, you know what, I'll leave it to you to determine what you want to do. I feel like these are so basic. Then again, maybe it's nice to have something really basic and easy to paint. I might actually have a chance of finishing it. I finished the space one. So let's get this feetsy. Oh, I do have a lot. I've got quite a bit finished to this. It'll be nice to have something a little more to photograph than I had before, which was just basically the head. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can bomb this stuff out. I had a really nice time last weekend too, down in Fort Myers. Although the weather really feels like, it really doesn't feel much difference than it does up here. It's got a nice furry, definitely coming out the way I wanted to. Looks nice and furry. Tomorrow is also paint day. Tomorrow next week will be paint days, and then it'll be... I'm very bad. I've been very bad about putting them down, but I've just been too friggin' busy. I'm gonna put down when I get off stream tonight. What time is it, by the way? 2:06. Alright, I'm still doing good. Said the plan was to stream a little late. If Baldy had come on, I would have just, just done it. But, and I would have just joined him. I like it, there's no pressure. He popped away. He was on here and said hello and... Find that's a little... It feels like it should have a little dividing line there. Sometimes you just do what you feel. You look at something, if it doesn't make sense, then make it make sense. You'll be right. So let's see if I can get the rest of them painted with this. And then the next stream, I'll go to the next color, which will be a lighter one. It should take a little less time because I'm going to be painting smaller areas. And maybe I'll just kind of dry brush it now that I get these first 2 layers done. It won't be a terrible... Like, the dry brush texture might actually work relatively well since it's kind of fuzzy, and so is this guy. He's very fuzzy. So once I'm done with this, my planning plans go. The next thing I'll do after this is probably the last two Vox Machina minis from the original set of the Vox Machina crew from Crit Roll. I have some other standalone ones that I do want to do at some point. I want to paint the entire run of stuff, so well, the interesting about CR stuff is that it actually is, those minis are actually collectible, and if I leave them in the box and sell them, I'd probably make a pretty good amount of money off of them, but I bought them to paint. I do have one extra Caduceus clay that I accidentally ended up with two, so I could sell one of those, but and then the Mighty Nine show will be coming out later this year, and I'll probably start the Mighty Nine. Oh, I think I did it. I think it's done. Alright, I think he's actually done, which is just in the nick of time in terms of this step. I will be definitely be going brighter and brighter next time, and catching the higher edges. Let's put him down. I'm going to put my... This time I'm going to take my web palette and actually put the cover on, which I totally forgot to do last time. Why is my cord... Of course, my cord is always getting caught where I don't want it to get caught. Okay. Because I have this in the way, I find I drag my arm through it. Okay, and then let's move that. Let's put him here. You're only going to be able to see the top. Let's do a little show and tell. Alright, muddy brown. These are the colors I've used so far. I'm going to switch glasses because I can't see. I can see up really close with the ones I'm wearing. Now I'll wear the more stylish ones. My readers. Let's open up Discord. Good point. Good point, Cutie. Cutie Patootie used to stream. I actually talk to her on a regular basis now because she's part of my World of Warcraft guild. If any of you out there want to play World of Warcraft with me and my friends and Cutie Patootie and brother Zeos, I call him Chaos, but he's not. He's really awesome. Who is Cutie Patootie's partner? Let me drop me a line. Drop me a line. I can say, yep, we have a guild that's like been maxed out. Where's my thing? There's my thing. I see something in the June thing too, in the Muses Challenge June thing. There's no 3D printing? Guys, that's so sad. It's been 2 weeks. So, display capture. I don't know why actually I shoved that over there. I want it over here. And I want this over here so I can see. Your printer is broken. I know. Well, one of your printers is broken. How many printers do you have now? Do you just have 2? 3? other people who do. You have to. Oh, you pared down all those printers, and now you only have what? One resin, one FDM. Wow, just wow. Something tells me June 5th would be the last one. Wait, there's only one in work in progress? You guys not posted? Yeah, I think we don't have much. So, a Dragonkin Kit Bash by Smart Goblin. I got all excited because I saw something in the music challenge. And there's like nothing in here. Come on, guys. We're all... Is nobody painting these days? But that's cool. Actually, it's... Let's see. I wonder if it's in the finish. Or was I wrong on the date? When was my last stream? How about that? I would give him a little, give Gamer DJ a thumbs up, saying I got his message. Calendar. No, my last stream. Oh yeah, my last stream was the 30th. Okay, so let me see. Go back to that. Yeah, May 30th. And that would have been the last one. So that was okay. So. May 31st would be after. That's after. Okay, so his picture of the automaton I posted in last year's for a character for myself, and never got a chance to play them, but they work great for free RPG. That is a really cool. I think this might be done too. Showing action. That's really cool. Actually, I'm in the dumb ones. Haha. And he said he kit like Smart Goblin. He kit bashes, although the paint job is really nice. I actually really like this. He did a really nice job of painting out these little raised edges for the details and such. It actually looks really good. Alright, so we have conversion. Hajad, Torgan pirate with loot. Converted one of Barty's crew with some zombie parts from board game and green stuff to clean up some holes. There are holes in the Barty's crew. Oh, so he... Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know the original model. He really did turn it into one of Barty's crew. Barty's got these like diseased-looking tentacly arms and limbs, and they do have like holes and things in them. That's a creepy-ass mini. Sons of Barty. And then it's a Drider. It's a very pink Drider. I love it. I like the fact he actually did a little freehanding. Well, he did a little, put some dots, and actually did a really nice job on that freehanding. Where he's got the lighter dots and the purple ones. The purple ones, I don't know. You could go darker, lighter if you wanted more contrast, but I think it works for this. I really do like her. Also kind of ties the front color back in. Custom mini for Starfinder. It's like a little bug, I think. Oh, it's a backpack. That's cool. I really like this. It's actually really cute. Get those eyes, please. So Nerdy Tokyo's Mecha May project. Finished. We've seen the work in progresses on this. Wow, he just friggin' killed it. He's actually stateside right now, working for the for his company on the World Cup. The beautiful game. If you watch any of the action from Philadelphia, that's where he's situated. You might see him. That came out nice. That came out really nice. I love this glowy effects on the back of those little rods. Very friggin' cool. Little side view. I also really like these very clean stripes and things. Very nice. Trying to figure out. He is like riding on top of an undead something. All of a sudden, one angles it makes me think it's like Zero. That's really cool. And then we have Tiny Artie from Texas Wargaming, Penny, and Artie for Scale. So the bigger Artie. So Artie is their mascot for Texas Wargaming. They print minis. I bought some of their stuff at ReaperCon. I really like their stuff. He's tiny, and then I like that better. I actually have that model somewhere. The bigger Artie. Let's go around to ReaperCon. I'm planning on painting him. You can compete with them. This is here in June for Pride. Okay, so I'll skip that because that's the Pride Month one. I think that must be a statue. That's really... It's in the finished work. I'm pretty sure that must be like a stone statue. Some devils. Ooh, the writing came out really sweet on those. Of course, if Smart Goblin has the same opinion of purple, then I do. Actually, he probably made all those little scrolls. Knowing him. Those look like they're actual pieces of paper. Very cool. For red and purple. That's the aesthetic and fire. Very nice. I love the one with the scroll, so that's really awesome. And oh, here's the dragon. Come on, guys. There must be some out there who's painting other than, Smart Goblin. That came out really good. Really like this. Great tabletop work. And I actually like his little fire, his little glowy effect here. The one thing I might say is that if, I don't know if you paint, I think that was incised actually, the little wiggle. The reality is, like, if you're painting light, you want to paint the inside where the light source is. Now, maybe that's not how it works on this. But if the wiggle is actually the light source, that should be the brightest thing on there. But I said, I could be wrong and I'd be talking to my butt. It's cool anyways. I don't think you should change it. Why not? I really like that. In June, I will throw this because he definitely is for Pride Month. Looks like Bye, but it's got the yellow in there. Let's see, did he? No, we did not describe which one it was. But that came out now, it's definitely Pride. It looks like Bye Pride, but there's yellow in it. I'm not sure if there's an expanded color range for that, and that's part of it. But I like it. I like the yellow with the other colors. That came out good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Bye since... Oh, that's my flag. I know this year I'm not doing the Trevor Project because there isn't. Sorry, there's no Fabulous Marines this year, and I needed a year off too, especially with the con and everything. I need time off. So and where I have to play catch up and set up a 3D printer and such. It just was easier. Yesterday was my actual anniversary of streaming, so happy anniversary to me. Wow, I'm actually done 5 minutes early, and I started really late. I think then I'm probably going to call it here because I just don't really have anything else I want to do on Mr. Bear today. Let me go back and shut off display capture. Baldy, thank you so much for the bits. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what year I started. They don't make it easy to find out. Actually, I can tell you what year I started. I still have an X account, even though I don't really use it. For Twitter. Go to my thing. No, I don't want to be verified in your friggin' thing. So, 2022. That was when I apparently started. Because I did put up I have a little thing that's pinned on here. And it went up 2022, 7/7/2022. So I'm assuming that's when I started. This is what, 2026? So it's been 4 years? 4 fabulous years. So next year, maybe I will do something because it will be my 5th anniversary on Twitch. Granted, they actually, like, Twitch measures the time when you actually, like, become affiliated. I'm going to go with the time when I actually started, which was officially my start date was 6/12/22. And then, although the reality was, my first stream was before this. It was like, I think it was Wednesday before I streamed, my official first stream. So 12, 11, 10. So that's Saturday, Friday, Thursday, 9, 12, 11, 10, 9. So I believe my first actual stream was like, my first test stream was on the 9th. But the 12th was my first official stream. So that's when I measure it. But thank you for the bits, Baldy. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate all of you. So let's see, who should I go raid?
Moist.
Night Whisper, you're showing up now? Oh, well, now I can't leave. Night Whisper, I'm leaving in 2 minutes. I started a little late. I was gonna go longer, but then I ended up finishing show and tell because there wasn't really a ton of things in it. Shame, folks. Come on, get some painting done. Throw some stuff. I had to drive our daughter to the airport this morning for a flight to Taiwan. Well, she has a great time. I'm glad you're here. Are you going to be streaming on Monday? And I was just saying how it was... Wait, there's a hype train coming. Well, shit. Let's do a little hype train. Let's do a little chat and hype train. I took care of a bunch of issues that came up at the house. So, first of all, tomorrow is paint day. Hold on, I'll have to look. So, 4th anniversary. What do you get for 4th anniversaries? Tomorrow is not May. Tomorrow is Creator Pult. And the 21st, the following week, is Toy Soldier Games. Next week, Armageddon launches. I'll be picking up my Armageddon box set. What the heck, guys? Like, I'm supposed to be leaving. You all show up now. I leave in right now. Fortunately, Baldy's not fortunately, but Baldy's not streaming, so I can chat with a couple of minutes. Wait, what for tomorrow? Are you gonna come to Paint Day tomorrow at Creative Pool Game? Oh, my wife already bought tickets to a movie that I didn't even know about for tomorrow. Tell her to find another friend and sell the ticket to them. I'm kidding. That's fine. You can come the Toy Soldiers the following week if you want to go to a paint day. God, I just realized I need to update my thing because I haven't done Hex Grid Heroes in forever. So soon enough, I talk about the Murder Hoboing campaign, and soon enough, we are actually going to be ending it. Probably in July is what our illustrious GM said. And I think one of the things that I think I'm going to be stepping back from Murder Hoboing because there are things I want to do on Sundays, and there are things I want to do, and just my life is a friggin' just train wreck of a sea of chaos and busyness. So I might need to actually take a step back, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a vampire Twitch stream that I'll be joining. There is talk of that. Yes, you do. You do need to get back into painting. Well, I would love to have you there, obviously. I'll make sure I put a ping out today in the Discord saying, hey, we're painting tomorrow and next week. And so, hello, Shanur. Also, yeah, hype train. Like, I'm about to leave, and then a hype train friggin', like, people threw enough bits at me that I got a hype train. Which is funny, because I didn't think so. Yeah, Minute Warrior 3 to increase on it if you want to get a higher level, but I don't care. Aw, thanks for the gifted sub. I actually don't even know who Monkey Phil is. I think it's somebody who does a chat and hangs out here, so hello if you're lurking about. Gonna actually have stuff to zombie side because a bit too risky to pick up on that painter scale Kingdom Death. I assume that's Kingdom Death piece I was working on before. I'm going to, well, I was talking about my plans. Actually, let me talk about what I was doing today. In case you guys are interested. I put this in the Temptation channel. But I was gifted some minis from this Kickstarter, because I'm friends with the guy who's running it. And his brother's involved too. It's called Anesidora. It is a setting that is a combo of mythology and science fiction. There's like gods and such mentioned there. I think you're a descendant of one. And this is one of the creatures. The creatures have got a lot of weirdness and such to them. So it's almost like the Avatar thing where they're half one thing, half another. This is a Sloth-Bear. Hey, he's got flaps. Maybe it's a Sloth-Bear-Bat. And he's eating a chicken. So, very nice models. Having an absolute blast painting this guy. If you want just models, they do have add-ons that are just the models, and you just throw in $1 to the Kickstarter, and then you can go in the models. We did, I would like to see this thing happen. They did put a bit of an ambitious total. Their ambitious total was 25,000, and right now there's about 3,000 in there. So, but I said I'm gonna keep trying to help out and see if maybe we can make some magic in the next couple weeks. But it's a really cool looking setting. Oh, thank you, Night Whisper. You couldn't have done that a minute ago. Half sloth, half bear, half bat. It's a Sloth-Bear-Bat. Exactly. It's Sloth-Bear-Bat. There's a lot of really cool minis. Actually, I was showing these earlier. I will pull these out since I have a couple people. Night Whisper, why didn't you do that when the hype train was going? So, I got this guy. He's also growing mushrooms on his back, and like they're actually growing. These bumps are actually part of it. And he's eating a chicken. gives me serious like PTSD because I kind of sort of woke up one morning and found shrooms. I found an animal missing their head and being eaten by a hawk in my backyard. I was like, ew, I do not need to see this first thing in the morning. But there are these little guys. I don't know what they're called. I don't remember. I just don't remember. I believe it's on the Kickstarter. We have duck. They look like duck bunnies to me. They got long floppy ears like bunnies, but they've got duck faces. And actually they got really long, well, maybe that's like bunny. I really, really dig these guys. I was so glad. I don't think that counts. No, I think it does count, actually. You do put money into it, so I think it does go towards a hype train. And then this bag, well, said you can own the whole set. They actually sell a set of those by themselves, I think, as their own add-on. Then I got a couple of other things they sent. One is one of the heroes. There are people. There are the characters. So I've got, she's actually, she's got an arm. You could do it without an arm, I guess, but she's reading a book. She is actually like an intellectual character. And then she also has a little, she's wearing a cloak, so she's got the cape part that comes off. You don't actually have to put it on there, though. That's kind of neat. You don't actually have to put the cape on there. You can leave it off. It works fine without it. I'm going to put this back in the bag so I don't lose any pieces. And then the last thing, which I think is the really special thing, is a duck dog. It looks like a duck corgi. He's got 6 legs with webbed feet. His tail is definitely a duck tail. And of course he's got a beak like a duck. And his crazy ears. Very cool. Very cool artwork on this. It's a really good set. Look into it. I really want to help him try to get there, but it said it's a long road because they put up for $25,000. This is not Kickstarter. This is not like Reaper's Kickstarters that they passed $25,000 in a minute. This is a small game developer. Oh my god. Baldy, where did you get that? Oh my god. What are those emotes? Baldy? The bald? It's Baldy Popeyes. Oh my god, it's too funny. Whether buying paying model for my younger daughter's D&D tune, I will need to freehand a duck on her clothing. Oh, cool. That's amazing, Baldy. That's, oh my god, that's such a cool emote. God, I'm just having fun sitting here chatting. I also mentioned future plans, since I had 2 people come in so late. So, like, my future painting plans, once I get this guy done. I was originally, because the last season of The Legend of Vox Machina came out. And I was, normally when they come out, I do paint my Vox Machina character figures. So I was going to do that, but then I got the bear, and the Kickstarter's going on right now, so I wanted to paint the bear while the Kickstarter was going on. So after that, then I'm probably going to paint my last 2 figures for the Vox Machina set. I do have other Vox Machina figures, but they're going to be done later. And then when Mighty 9 comes out, I'll start painting the Mighty 9 ones. I don't have ones for like their 3rd campaign because they're all WizKids ones and Steamforge stopped doing it. At some point, I might see if I can get a set of Hell's Bells or Bell's Hells. You got a Tiefling Bar with loot and a long braid. So far, I've only seen Bottle that's close. I mean, you always look at Hero Forge or Eldritch Foundry. Wow, I just can't get over the eyes, the bug eyes from, or the pop eyes from the Baldy emotes. So yeah, I mean, you can always just make your own. I mean, if worst comes to worst, you can make your own, and you want to save a few bucks, I can always try to print it for you. If you do via Hero Forge or Eldritch Foundry. Right now, Eldritch Foundry is having a sale, like a 20-something% off sale. And I think it's because of the World Cup. I also have a $10 thing I have to use by the end of June if I want to get something off there, which I might. I'm going to, like, at some point I want to get one because they're part of Resin Beast. Hopefully they will continue to be part of Resin Beast. And so when I go back to Adepticon, I want to actually create something and enter it there. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. I mentioned Birdo Hobo Inc. is starting to wind up. And after that, I will probably, this says something, go after you for friend. Oh, okay. So, I was gonna say, so I will probably be stepping back from Murder Hobo Inc. And this will be my last campaign there, at least for now. But I have other things I want to do, like especially on Sundays. I want my Sundays back. I want to do the Council of Mini Painters every third Sunday. Might even do some other content. I play WoW. I do the housing thing. Maybe learn how to be a little bit more creative. I have some creative builds, but maybe start streaming that again. I also have a bunch of Legos and Lego. I did one Lego stream, and people actually. It was like on YouTube. It's like one of my more popular videos, believe it or not. So Lego streams are a thing. So I might want to do stuff like that, or I might just want to take the night off and I'll just come on when I want. That's kind of my plans for the future. Yeah, this year there were a bunch of companies that were in Resin Beast in 2025. They're not in this year. Yeah, I did hear that, but Eldritch Foundry was still one of the ones that was involved. I heard it was kind of a mess. But it was the one competition that I did not do, that I kind of wanted to do. So, maybe next time I will do it. And I want to do it through Eldritch Foundry. Anyways, it's also a way you can get a Virgo's Vault coin. I really want to get a Virgo's Vault someday. Everybody needs to advocate for me. Tell them they want me there. Alright, so I think that's it. My friend should be showing up soon, hopefully to put a new piece of thing on my wall or to help out. Where should I raid? Maybe I'll do, let's see, what's she working on? Train me to be Trazen in a poke battle? Mystic Amethyst minis would be cool. Oh, she's not painting. She is playing Warhammer. The Real Brush Guy, I do like to go there. Oh, he's offline, never mind. Weird. Wait, he's not offline. What the hell is the announcement? Let's see, is he? Oh, I see. It is a joke. It really looked offline. Are you sure? He's been on for 6 hours. But I don't know how long. Let's see. Cool Studios is on. Valhalla Painting. Crouchies at 82 people. Valhalla Painting. I don't think I follow them. Is that the exact name? I'm willing to go there. Alright, so let's raid. Is that the exact name? Oh god, well, let's hope. Valhalla. I mean, are they on your thing? Oh, okay. That's correct. All right, so Shanur can verify. Let's go back in the box. Oh, I also got this really cool base to go with this mini. So, I really dig it. All right, let's raid Valhalla painting then. All right, so guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Really, you last minute people, you know, hopefully next week, you'll be here earlier. We could hang out and chat. I will be back though on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Of course, Saturdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, so afternoon. So I can hang out with all my European friends. I hope you guys can come earlier next time. I will be continuing on with this Anesidora mini. Let me do a quick link. If you're interested, there's the Kickstarter campaign. Check it out. Just check it out. It's also on Temptation Island if you're on the Discord. We should be having game tomorrow night on Murder Hoboink, and that is the Corsairs of the Azure Atoll, where it's coming to a head. My character's grandfather, who has been missing for years, is finally on the scene somewhere, and I'm not really sure if they're an enemy or it's going to be an ally or whatnot. So that's at 6:30 p.m. on YouTube only under the Murder Hoboing channel. All the episodes are up. They're 2 friendly 2-hour bite-sized pieces. So until next time, our paths cross at the Painted Hero Tavern. I hope life is wonderful for you all, and happy painting.